Hi there, my name is Devine and welcome to my studio. Today I'm going to be talking about Plan B makeup. In my challenge, the belly dance makeup challenge that I'm doing, it's day 4 and the theme for the day was all black. However, I have a goth day later on in the month where I'm going to do a goth look. Today's look is based on using one black product, the eyeliner. So I've created this look today with a simple application of foundation because I'm 49 and I really shouldn't be on screen without something on. A lip balm, ta-da, lip balm, and a mascara, that's not mascara, and an eyeliner. So let me tell you a little bit of the background story. Many years ago, when I was a new belly dancer and I was doing gigs and going to college and I had a part-time job, I had a lot going on, too much going on, and I was in the middle of learning my craft. I hadn't quite gotten all the ins and outs of the belly dance world really nailed and worked out. So I went off and had a day at the beach and lost track of time and showed up for my gig just barely in the nick of time. I went into the dressing room, I opened my bag, and there was no makeup. My makeup kit, I thought about it for a moment, was in my bathroom at home. There was no time to go get it. The show must go on. And so I turned to my purse and I looked in my purse and all I had was a lip balm and a black liner. Now, I didn't have this lip balm and I didn't have this black liner, but I had these two style products. So today's look is created with lip balm and eyeliner. And the place I was dancing at had like disco ball, so you would occasionally be hit with bright flashes of light. And so I always needed to have some color underneath my eyebrows. You know, that light will just shine through and reflect off your skin and your eyebrows become invisible. Now, I use my eyebrows when I dance to really express emotion, so they're essential. And you can darken them up with eyeliner. Now, you're saying, "Oh, I'm blonde, or I'm redhead, or I'm a very pale princess brunette." Yeah, I have dark hair, so I can carry this off better, but you know, this is like a pencil. If you press hard, it's black, but if you draw a light line, so there you go, there's black, but if you draw it lightly, you can get a gray. And there's very much like the sewing tip where if you have white and gray, mid-gray and black, you can sew anything because people are looking at the tone. The tone being the, this sort of lightness or darkness, the shade or light. So anyway, so under my eyebrows, I did something in between these two and I took my pinky fingers and I patted it out. And so I tight lined my upper waterline. I made a hatchet shape. I don't want to do a big wing if I don't have eyeshadow to, sort of soften the edges. So I kept it in and tight and sweet, just a hatchety shape. So it goes from thin to thick with a straight line. And I come under my lower lash line out to my pupils. If I go in too far, it will draw attention to my eye bags and it will also close off my eyes more. I want my eyes to look as big as possible today, especially. Then I took my eyeliner and I pushed up from the waterline through my lashes to give my lashes a little bit of added thickness. This isn't mascara, but I have to tell you, back in the day, I took my mascara. I'll tell you, back in the day, I took an eyeliner like this and I would heat it in a candle, like one of those red restaurant candles, right? I would heat it up and then let it cool off just a little bit, and it was a bit liquidy, and I literally used it to paint on Thuggy mascara. It's a thing you can do. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's a thing you can do. So once I have my my basic sort of out, halfway in wedge shape, and I think this one needs a little extra boom to it, then I moved on to my crease. And so it's very difficult to see in these bright lights, but I took my finger, right, and I used my finger to pat on a fine wash of gray in my you know, right above my crease. So I can, here, I'm just going to demo, live action demo here, just to darken that zone up. Can you see the darkerness? And again, I'm not using this full volume black. I'm using it in the softest black I can get on my fingertip. And so this becomes my, oops, I'm really wearing gray eyeshadow. Not so much. And then once my eyeshadow is reasonably blended out, I'm doing this authentically. I use my fingers. Then I take my lip balm, trusty lip balm, put my lip balm on, and then hit my lips with my liner. Again, not pressing hard so that I get a really precise black line, but rather to get a wash of gray over my natural lip color. Now this isn't lipstick. It's not going to have the staying power of lipstick. It's not going to have the oomph of lipstick, but we're talking about a 20-minute performance on stage where your makeup's going to melt off anyways. So I put a layer of gray on, fixing up the edges, and then I top that with my balm to give it a little gloss and shine and to help meld the colors. Now, is this as fabulous as my normal makeup? You know, no, but it's a good plan B. What if you get to an event and your makeup kit is lost? What if you are traveling and you've parted ways with your cosmetics and you don't want to buy every single little cosmetic while you're on the road? Or perhaps you're like me and you were caught without and had to rely on what was rolling around on the bottom of your purse. So plan B, carry a small makeup kit in your purse regularly. I think most of us do, but make sure you have enough to do a very basic but presentable belly dance face. Number 2, in your costume gig bag, keep a permanent set of touch-up makeup or, you know, backup makeup that you know lives in there, that is always there, it's dependably there, and get into the habit of keeping it there. And finally, number 3, don't schedule yourself so tightly that you can't dash out to a Walgreens or CVS and spend $20 to get a few other key products that would make this a much better face. Wet n Wild 99-cent Stoplight Red lipstick, or you know, an e.l.f. blush, you know, a $3 e.l.f. blush. For very little money these days, you can go out and get emergency makeup. But if you don't have the time in your schedule, you don't have the time to do that. So I would consider that plan C. But if you schedule yourself with more downtime between work and gigs and things, I know, I'm asking for the impossible. But if you can do that, that's really the best way to have peace of mind. So I'm going to let my hair down and go and thank you for joining me today. If you liked this content and you'd like to see more, I've got 26 more days of this challenge ahead of me. Subscribe and hit the bell to get notifications. I'm also on Facebook, and you can find me on Instagram, and you can find me everywhere. I have a website. I publish a lot of books. Wah, 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 wah. I want to thank you for getting to the end of this video, for taking time today to hear my belly dance story, to see this emergency belly dance look, and to share some time today on this Sunday, or whatever day you're watching it. Have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow.